Everyone knows crashing your car sucks, especially if you only have one car. Even if you have multiple cars, crashing is expensive, very expensive. And if you want to drive your car to its maximum potential, you have to go pay for a track, which leads to buying tires, brakes, and loads of gasoline. Then, after your track day, it's right back to ordering replacement parts. Then there's the unfortunate fact that if you don't go out to a track, then you're at even more risk of not only messing up your car, but getting into legal trouble for driving like a hooligan on public roads. Take it from me, I got caught doing 939 in a 70.
But what the hell?
Yeah, so there's gotta be a way to practice driving for cheap, right? Yep, Assetto Corsa is an incredible driving simulator for PC, and it's free. But good luck playing on a controller. Today, I'm going to show you my current super cheap Assetto Corsa setup and go into detail about how much it cost, how it's held up over heavy use, and how you can make one too, for just as cheap or maybe even cheaper than mine. Step 1 of this project is going to be locating your steering wheel, pedals, and shifter. I'd recommend sticking with the Logitech G920 family and similar devices. You can easily find these sets on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. I got mine off of Facebook Marketplace for right around $210. Quick side note, for this build, you do not need a metal frame or any type of mounting rig setup. You'll see that a lot on Facebook coming with these kits. It'll come with like a racing seat and a big metal thing to mount the wheel and shifter on. You do not need that, so don't buy it. This is a very budget build. You're not gonna need that, trust me. All right, let's go on to the next step. Next up is mounting. If you're lucky enough to have a thin desk like this, then you're gonna be able to skip this step. But for me, I have chunky desks. And so I wasn't able to use the stock mounting hardware that comes with the wheel and shifter. Those are just little plastic screws that clamp down onto the desk. So that was a no-go for me. So what I did was head over to the hardware store and get a slab of wood that was about 5.5 inches deep, 1/2 inch thick, and 4 feet long. I then had them cut it in half so I had two 2-foot pieces that I could stack on top of each other, because the clamps on the Logitech gear won't be able to tighten on only 1/2 inch. So you need the full inch in order for the clamp from the wheel to bite down. Now, how do we stick these two pieces of wood together? Glue? Nails? No, actually just the Logitech gear holds it together with the clamp from the wheel and the shifter. And then when you're ready to attach it to the desk, just grab these big clamps, put them up, and squeeze them down. Now it's nice and tight and you have your wheel and shifter set up and mounted. But we're not done yet. We have a few other things to add. Like, what are we missing here? Well, one thing I knew I was missing was a handbrake, because I was getting pretty sick of drifting only using the clutch. So I headed to AliExpress and bought a very cheap USB handbrake for only $38. It arrived about a week later, and I threw that sucker on with one screw and some duct tape. But today we're gonna officially put it on with 2 screws. But that's how easy this is. It can be set up so janky. 1 screw and duct tape was fine. The pressure from pulling it held fine and it's never fallen off. Now let's go down and take a look at how the wood is set up. Okay, see this bench right here? This is a perfect example of the type of surface you are not going to be able to mount any of these Logitech peripherals to. And that's exactly what we're solving in today's video. So let's take a look at this. This is my current super cheap Assetto rig, but it's not mounted because we're gonna be making a few modifications because it's in rough shape right now. So as you can see, we have our Logitech wheel mounted using the stock mounting system. And we can just slide that off. And now it is free. This is gonna give us our first look at the sawed in half slab of wood that we are using. And yeah, as you can see, these peripherals clamp on and hold her together. Because now, boom. No adhesive, no screws, no nails needed. It's that simple. You'll just go to the store, get a 4-foot long piece of wood and have them cut it in half, and boom. You can mount your stuff to this, and then you're going to use these. Those are clamps, and all you gotta do is open them up and clamp them down, just like in the pictures that I am currently overlaying right here. Yeah, take a good look at that. Okay, now that you've enjoyed those pictures, we are going to be fixing our e-brake mount because it is currently being held on by one screw and duct tape. So while we're working on unmounting the e-brake, we might as well talk about it. So as you already know, these are Logitech. This e-brake is actually only $38. I got it off of AliExpress and it came in about a week. And as you can see, I shrewdly mounted it with one screw and some duct tape. But today we're gonna fix that. We're gonna drill in 2 screws so that she is nice and sturdy. Actually, before we grab the drill, I just want to say that this is actually such a great deal. I wasn't expecting it to be such high quality and to just work instantly. It even has a nice corded USB cable. It's got a lot of adjustments, tons of different mounting points and positions, and like I said, it was under $40. You really can't beat it. It's set up in less than 2 minutes. Okay, now let's get the drill. Just gonna scooch it up a bit so that it gets a new hole. Hold on. I gotta make sure I don't screw into the other panel. But in case we do, let's line her up. Uno más. Perfect. There we go. Nice solid mount. And let's get to putting the rest of this back together. we go. One solid piece. Now that the driving equipment is mounted, it's time to get our seat ready. Now, as I said earlier, we don't need any of those big bulky frames because we mounted our wheel and shifter and e-brake using wood and clamps, so we don't need that little metal shelf. But those rigs also come with a seat mount so that you stay still while using the sim. If you've ever tried using a sim with a regular office chair, you're rolling all over the place and you're trying to hold yourself in place at the wheel, and it's not a lot of fun. But there's an easy solution, and all you need is a 3D printer. These are little wheel stoppers, and in order to get them to work well, I put on little adhesive anti-slip stoppers on the bottom and printed out 3 of these babies, put them under my back 3 wheels on my office chair, and there's no more slip sliding around on the chair on the ground. The only slipping and sliding I'm doing is in Assetto. This is how quickly you can disassemble this setup and return to a completely normal desk. Now that the setup is complete, let's go over the total cost for this build. Originally, I bought all of the Logitech gear for around $210, and then I got the e-brake off of AliExpress for $38, and the wood was from Ace Hardware, it was around $5, and I got the clamps from Ace Hardware as well, they were around $20. And then the 3D printed wheel stoppers were only a couple cents of plastic and a few hours of time. And then the non-slip pads that are on the bottom of the 3D printed parts were only a couple of bucks. So that gives us a grand total of $273 for this build. It includes the mounting hardware and all of the sim hardware. And of course you can swap in and out whichever type of sim equipment you want, but again, this is the cheapest option that I believe is out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you end up recreating this, or if this advice was helpful at all in any way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.